three-time PGA champion Brooks Koepka joins us. Brooks, first off, congratulations. And how's it feel to have your third Wanamaker trophy?
Feels damn good. Yeah, this one's definitely special. I think this one's probably the most meaningful of them all, with everything that's gone on, all the crazy stuff over the last few years. But it feels good to be back and get number 5.
That's great. We'll start taking questions, starting at Mike 11.
Hey, Brooks, congratulations. How much did that win in Orlando, and now the runner-up position at the Masters kind of set you up for this? Were those instrumental in the process, or was it when you're back, you're back?
I don't know. I've been playing good for a while. I felt like I knew I was back kind of in January. Just needed to kind of a little bit some reps, I think, in the beginning of the year, just to kind of get things going and feeling a little bit more comfortable. But I mean, I've been playing good. I feel like I've been in contention to win every week, probably since Orlando. So I've just been playing good and very pleased with the way I'm playing, and just need to continue it.
Let's go up to 13 and then 12.
Brooks, only 19 guys have ever won 5. You're 20 now. It means a lot for history. I know that you at times have said, I don't care about history. I'm just caring about the next one. But I wonder, just perspective-wise, it's a pretty big deal that you're one of the great golfers of all time in a lot of ways. How does that feel to sort of know that that's rare air that you're in?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think I try not to think of it right now. I think, I do care about it. It's tough to really grasp the situation kind of while you're still in it, I think. Probably when I'm retired and, I can look back with Jenna and my son and kind of reflect on all that stuff. I think that'll be truly special. But right now I'm just trying to collect as many of these things as I can. So we'll see how it goes.
Hey, Brooks, congratulations. You seem so calm and in control out there today, even smiling down number 12 fairway. What was your mental game plan? What was your mindset going into today's round?
Just keep doing what I've doing the last 3 days. Just be aggressive and just go make a bunch of birdies. And, I knew you were going to make some mistakes today, but felt like I made sure that they were on the correct side of the hole, made some clutch putts coming down on the back 9 again, which I did yesterday as well. So very, very pleased with the way the putter's rolling, and just excited to win.
What is it about that back 9? I think you were 7 under for the last 3 rounds and all the birdies on the backside today. What is it about the back 9 that makes you feel so comfortable?
Well, the front 9 is definitely a lot harder. That's 6 tee shot, or 6, 7, 8, 9 are definitely tough holes. Maybe not so much 8, but 6, 7, 9 are definitely tough holes. And even 4 is kind of a tough driving hole because you can kind of put it through the fairway. If you do put it on the left side, it's difficult. So I think there's definitely more chances on the back.
Let's go over to 5 and then 4.
Brooks, would you please share now what it was you learned after the Masters, and how did it contribute to the victory today?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have, I don't think, won today if that didn't happen, right? Definitely take it and keep using it going forward for each event, each major, anytime I'm in contention, but I'm not going to share. I can't give away all the secrets.
Have you heard from Greg Norman yet?
I've called my wife, and that's it. That's the only person I'm really interested in talking to right now. I haven't texted. My boys are here, so I'm just hanging with them and talking to my wife, and I can feel my phone buzzing as we're even talking right now. So I don't know. Last I looked, I think there was 600 text messages, so I'll go through them.
4?
Without prying and trying to reveal, to follow up on that question, how big was it for you to use something that some might consider a failure to turn it into a positive? How important was that for you in this?
I've always learned more from the 4 times I've finished second than the 5 times I've won now. I think failure is how you learn. You get better from it. You realize what mistakes you've made. Each time I've kind of made an adjustment. It's more mentality than it is anything. There's not really a golf swing or anything like that. It's just, you're going to play how you play. But mentally, you can kind of figure things out. And, right, I'm always trying to get better. So just trying to find that little edge, just to poke and pry inside my head. And really, I think the big key is just being open and honest with yourself. And if you can do that, then you'll be miles ahead of everybody else.
And just Bryson was talking about how this not validates the LIV Tour, but was an important moment for your tour. Can you appreciate that with your victory here?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it helps LIV, but I mean, I'm more interested in my own self right now, to be honest with you. I think, it's a huge thing for LIV, but at the same time, I'm out here competing as an individual at the PGA Championship, so I'm just happy to take this home for the third time.
We'll go 11, followed by 7 and 2.
That was actually pretty much my question. Obviously the first ever and will always be the first ever representative from the LIV Tour to win a major. Is there any pride with that? Whether I know obviously you're playing individually, but is there any pride as a representative of the organization?
Yeah, I think so. Look at it as I think I was the first guy to win two LIV events. So to win a major is always a big deal, no matter where you're playing. And I think that's all it does is I just think, I guess, validates it for myself. I guess maybe if anybody doubted it from Augusta or whatever, any doubts anybody on TV might have or whatever, that I'm here, I'm back, I'm here.
Thank you.
Brooks, thanks for making the time, man. I guess Blake is officially in the running as a baby name now. Is that official?
Yeah, I got to call PMT guys. I'll call Big Cat and PFT whenever I get a chance. Probably going on the way to the plane or something like that. I'll give them a shout, and it'll be a little bit later though.
Brooks, I'm just wondering what your celebration plans might look like tonight.
Probably pretty chill tonight. Just going to get home, go see. Get back home, chill, but I would say tomorrow with the Panthers game, it'd probably be a large tailgate, long afternoon.
And then Claude Harmon was kind of talking about earlier this week that during that final round of the Masters, you might have been letting a couple shots affect you a little bit too much, more than they normally would. Is that kind of what was going on in your head?
No, it wasn't what was going on. It was something completely different. It was something I took to the first tee. But I think, look, I learned from it. I'm very pleased with what I took from it, and I'm pleased with the honesty I was able to dive into. My best friend, actually my brother's caddy, my best friend. I think we stayed up probably most of the night, just chatting about it, and he kind of ripped into me pretty good about it. So made sure, and he was texting me all last night about it, and making sure that I wouldn't fall in the same trap.
Up to 13, then 10.
Brooks, 16 was obviously a pretty pivotal moment in today's round. What was your perspective on what Victor was going through? And then you hit your shot maybe 10 seconds after he finally hit his. I was kind of wondering what was going through your mind in that moment.
I couldn't see, but I mean, I had a good idea what was going on. It looked like it probably buried under the lip, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, they took a couple minutes just to figure out the drop and just kind of figure out what was going on. But I don't know, I'm a pretty fast player, so. I had probably took 3 minutes in total just to kind of, for the moment he, I guess, was preparing for the original shot in the bunker and then the drop and situation. So we already knew the yardage. We knew everything going into it, and the wind kind of pretty much stayed the same. So it was, we talked about it for a good minute.
When you hit that really close, did you feel like, okay, like I've done, like in this moment, I've made a huge, momentum swing or something?
Yeah, I thought so for sure. I thought, honestly, it was a tougher putt. It was so downhill and it was kind of burnt out. So I even told Rick before I hit it, I was just going to diet and pick the high line. And I mean, if it didn't hit the hole, it was definitely going 3-4 feet by. But yeah, I'm just happy that one went in. I think it was a big momentum boost. Give me a little ease going into 17-18.
10.
I don't know how much you're able to follow what was going on with Michael Block today, the hole-in-one this whole weekend. Just to kind of share this weekend with him, have him alongside the trophy ceremony, just your thoughts on that.
Yeah, it's been super cool. He's a great dude. He's been fun. I didn't really get to hang out with him until after the round and just kind of chat with him. But yeah, I was walking up, it was par 5, 13. I was walking up 13 and we heard the roar, and it sounded like a hole-in-one roar. We weren't sure, maybe someone hold out in 14. It's kind of coming from the same area, and I asked one of the camera guys, and they told me that it was Mike. So I thought that was pretty special. Me and Rick were laughing about it, and yeah, drinks are on him. So run the tab up.
And then you obviously start the major season second and first. Just how do you try and carry this momentum into what could be a pretty historic year, perhaps?
Just keep doing what I'm doing. It's working so far. Back to having a chance pretty much every time I tee it up. So I'm very pleased with the way I'm playing. I like the way I've worked with everybody. It's been a lot of fun.
Juan?
So Brooks, I wonder if moments like this are a good time to reflect on the injuries, all those years going in Asia, in Europe, and like how tough the journey is. No?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to kind of reflect in the moment. I think probably the best reflection comes like a day or a couple of days later. Well, definitely not tomorrow. I won't be sober. So, yeah, I'd say I'd probably give it a week on this one. This one would probably taste a little better. But I'm excited, and it's so cool to look back at where I've come traveling. I remember back to the Challenge Tour days, going to Kenya, Kazakhstan, and all those cool places, and getting to see the world. And yeah, to be out here now and win 5 major championships is pretty incredible.
All right, we'll do 12, 8, and 14.
Brooks, can you comment a little bit about Ricky Elliott and how he's helped you get back to this place?
Yeah, Rick. It's kind of funny because Rick. I forced him to come out when Dr. Elliott was doing surgery. No one wanted to come with me. My brother was playing the Honda Classic, so my parents were staying there. Jenna had just had surgery on her ankle, so she couldn't fly out there. So I made Rick come, and Rick spent probably 2.5 weeks with me out in LA. And I feel bad for him that he was stuck there with me for a while. I think he was tired of me. I was tired of him. But look, he's I don't think he gets enough credit for being as good of a caddy as he is. Caddying's a lot about reading the people, or reading your player, knowing what they're going to do before they even do it, and kind of sense the moment of what to say, what not to say. And I think, honestly, I thought he's one of the best for a long time, and I just don't think he gets enough credit, maybe even from me.
Hey, Brooks. Obviously, we got a peek of you at bottom because of the show. And, I just kind of wondered, at those times, how much were you doubting, questioning, whatever, yourself physically versus, like, yourself? Like, can I go do that again, me, like the player?
It's tough to explain. It's very hard to explain. It's just, like, you can't fathom how difficult it is just to get going. I mean, it was a lot worse than I let on to you guys, to let on to everybody. Like I said, I think maybe only 5-6 people really know the extent of it. And it was hard. I mean, cold weather, it's achy. The swelling didn't go down till maybe a couple months ago. But, so that's almost, 2 years? It's been a long road, but look, that's who I am. I'm open and honest. I know I seem like this big, bad, tough guy on the golf course that doesn't smile, doesn't do anything. But if you catch me off the golf course, I'll let you know what's going on. And I'm happy they got that side, right? That's truly me. And some people might hate it, some people might dog it. But at the end of the day, it's just me.
Just to be clear, did you ever consider retirement?
I don't know if I considered retiring, but I knew I wasn't going to. If I couldn't play the way I wanted to play, then I was definitely going to give it up. I mean, the thought definitely kind of crossed my mind.
Yeah, Brooks, for those of us who have never felt the pressure of a major championship, what does it do to your body specifically? Like, when you feel nervous, does your heart race? Do your hands do anything? Do you have to slow down? Or is it not that different than just a normal round?
I don't know. To me, it's excitement, right? I've got to slow down. For me, I've got to start walking slower because my stride just wants to keep going. You want to give the first one the ball, hit it, and just play the quickest round of golf ever. But yeah, I've got to slow down. I've got to take my time and really just kind of assess things. But it's difficult to say. I don't think my hands, my heart rate gets up. It's I don't think about the next shot. I always just think about what's going on. Like if you walk down 16, I'm not thinking, oh, I got to do this on 17 or 18. I'm just thinking whatever the next shot might be, and then until I run out of shots.
Is that something that you've learned from over time of how to take that one shot at a time, or is that something that's just kind of come naturally to you?
Bit of both. I think I've definitely learned. I probably learned the most the last time I was here in 13 when I played with Tiger on Sunday. That was interesting. I spent 9 holes watching him. I've done that my entire life. Grew up watching the guy. And then it took me till 10 when Ricky's first week caddying for him, he told me to stop watching him. But it's just naturally what you do, right? Like I grew up in the Tiger era, so I loved watching the guy, and it was just naturally what I did for the first 9 holes, and then it got better.
Mike 5.
Brooks, is there a moment that sticks in your mind when you thought having that trophy again or another major wouldn't happen?
Oh, yeah, for sure. A couple of years ago, yeah. Just lost. Didn't know where my golf swing was. Didn't know physically if I was, capable of getting back to where I was. But I mean, a lot's transpired. Working with Pete, working with Claude, working with Pierce on putting, and then AC and has done a phenomenal job in the gym, and Aura, Mark Wald, they're all behind the scenes and they don't get enough credit. But they've revived my career, and I think a lot of credit to those guys. I think Aura said it best a couple of months ago that if we couldn't get the swelling out of my knee, everybody was fired. So they've done a great job, and I wouldn't be here without them.
And what's the shot you're going to remember most from this week?
It's a good one. I don't know. I have to get back to you on that one. Right now, it's tough to think. I'm trying to think. Probably, what? Probably that chip in for par on 11. I think the first day.
Why that one?
I mean, I could have made double. So yeah, it saved me. Usually, when you make double, you don't win a major championship. Historically, I think.
Back here to 8.
It's kind of impossible not to hear certain things that get yelled in a round. Ricky might throw a fan a little stare down and things like that. And I wonder, does any of that get to you? Do you hear any of it? Does it,
I hear it all. I just don't care. I mean, that's sports, right? They're gonna. You got to be mentally tough enough not to. I guess some lady was chanting some stuff, and another guy was shouting at some stuff. But you got to be mentally tough enough not to deal with them. It happens in every sport. I'm pretty sure when Tom Brady was playing, I'm sure when he walked into when he was playing the Jets or the Dolphins, he wasn't exactly cheered upon when he ran into the stadium.
All right, got time for a couple more. Mike 12.
Brooks, you seemed to get a little emotional as you were walking from the 18th green to the scoring tent. Was that relief? Was that suddenly realizing what you had accomplished? Just curious.
Yeah, I think it was definitely what I had accomplished. Pardon my language, but it's all the fucking shit I had to go through. No one knows. No one knows. I think it's been all the pain. There was a lot of times where I just couldn't even bend my knee, and it felt good. It felt really good.
All right, we'll finish up with 13 and 7.
Brooks, what do you think about being a dad soon?
It's gonna be wild. It's crazy. I feel like these last 5-6 months have flown by, and it's our lives even started to change already. And I can only imagine when he gets here. But I'm super excited. I've kind of wanted to be a dad for the last few years, and this will be an exciting time for our life, and I can't wait for it.
Brooks, would you want to see the PGA Championship coming back to Oak Hill and have you playing in it one day?
Like I said, I love New York. It's treated me pretty well. So, but 3 of the 5 have been in New York, so I'll come back anytime.
Cool. Thanks, Brooks. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
That's right.